I wish the ring had never come to me. I wish none of this had ever happened. So do all who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. Might not have quite got that right, but I enjoy the sentiment. Anyways, Lord of the Rings, I was just reading through it again recently. There's so much hope and beauty in it. Like, it's amazing. I was going to try to adapt that quote for I wish I'd never seen these posts. I wish these posts had never happened. Well, so do all who live to see such posts. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to do is decide which post to ridicule more strongly. Not very good, was it? Stupid thing Americans say. This should be good. Hope everyone's doing great, fantastic, amazing. And let's hop right into it, shall we? Let's go.
What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So my ethnicity is native Russian. It's called Yakut. We live in the far east of Russia. And our physical traits, as you can see, are Asian. I study in the States and this guy asks me, oh, where are you from? And I say, I'm from Russia. And he's like, no, I mean like, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from Russia, motherfucker.
Ooh, the where are you from? Ooh. I feel like this happens to a lot of people when ignorant people make assumptions about them. You hear stories like this from people even within Canada, where people will say, where are you from? And they're like, they're born in Canada, right? Maybe their parents immigrated here, whatever their history. There's so many different explanations, and you shouldn't just make assumptions about people. But you'll hear them say, yeah, people do this all the time. Like, no, I'm Canadian. I was born in Canada. Oh, yeah, but like, where are you from originally? Canada. Yeah, but like, where is your people from? My people. My people?
And he's like, okay, then where are your parents from? And I say, imagine, they're from Russia too. And he's like, well, I thought that you were Asian. Fuck a motherfucker твою мака, I am Asian. I don't know how the brain works, but you think if I'm from Russia, I cannot be Asian when I'm clearly am Asian and vice versa? If you studied your geography a little bit, you will know that half of Russia, the biggest country in the world, it's really hard to miss it on the map, is in Asia. You really think that Habib Nurmagomedov's ethnicity is Russian? No, he's Dagestani, which is one of the 100 native Russian ethnicities. So yeah, I'm an Asian with Russian passport, bitch. And I got no ancestors in...
I'm an Asian with Russian passport, bitch. She's legendary. I'm from Russia, motherfucker.
Don't mix your history with my history.
What is the dumbest thing?
She's awesome. Legend. Let's go.
Now that the Americans are gone, I think we should start making fun of them behind their backs. I'll start. Here's one of the dumb things an American has said to me.
They're gone.
It was actually one of my best friends. Shout out to her. Love her to pieces. This was not her best moment, and I acknowledge that. She asked me, in Canada, do you learn that, like, America's the best country? And I said, what? No.
That's a wild statement to ask somebody from any country, but in Canada, do you learn that America is the best country? What type of American imperialist exceptionalism, whatever you want to call it, manifest destiny BS is that?
Oh. And she was like, we learned that it's like America's the best country. I was wondering if you guys learned that too.
And that's a big problem, I think. Americans not learning about their history properly. That they're literally built on genocide and slavery, like a lot of other countries. But yeah, that's ridiculous.
Your benefit of the doubt here, right? So I'm like, yeah, it's like one of the most influential countries in the world, like very powerful country.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, but like, did you learn it was like the best country? And I'm like, no, did you? And you believed it?
Yes.
Anyways, that was crazy. Now that the Americans...
Trump voters enter the chat.
This is the stupidest comment I've read so far. Welcome to another edition of Anti-Canadian Comments made by Americans. Let's get into it. You seriously don't think that America could build a bigger maple syrup factory? America's bigger than Canada and we have better maple syrup. Okay. Number one, maple syrup isn't made in a factory, it's made in the trees. Number two, and I can't believe I have to say this, America is not bigger than Canada. It's really not hard to fact check me on this one. Just look at a globe or a map or literally ask anyone in the world this question. Not in the United States, but in any other country. What the hell are they teaching you in American schools? Follow for more dumb comments.
So I've seen this video before. It's pretty good and pretty representative of a lot of American attitudes. Like, well, Canada doesn't make anything. We don't need anything from you. American can just build a better version of whatever you built, and we don't need you. You guys suck. Which is an attitude that's spouted very often by Trump. Like that's his classic attitude. And then he bitches and whines when other countries try to defend themselves. Essentially, he's like a schoolyard bully who just goes around asking people and demanding their lunch money, and then when they don't comply, he throws a tantrum.
What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
For a little bit of context, I go to school in London, England, in the United Kingdom. In the summer, going up into my first year of college, I had to explain to 4 separate people that I, in fact, am not fluent in French, and that, in fact, in England, they speak English, right? It gets worse. In one of these occasions...
Wait, in England, they speak English? I thought they spoke American. I was doing my best American impression. Well, in England, they speak English. That's incorrect. They speak American. Understand that? We invented language. We invented society.
I was told that I was stupid because America was the only English-speaking country. I then had to proceed to saying, no, these countries all say. I go, Canada, Belize, Australia, England, Scotland, Ireland, and I said New Zealand. And this person goes, well, of course they speak English in New Zealand. We live there. Honey, we live in New England, Massachusetts. I can't.
No way. I haven't heard that one before. Confusing New Zealand for New England? Impressive. A new contender arises.
Can you point to where we are?
I got you. We around here, the whole thing.
He says, I got you, when there's 0 chance he has him.
How many moons does the Earth have?
1.
You sure?
Oh, the Earth.
Yeah.
That's no moon.
The Earth.
12.
Isn't that Ohio?
I think it's China.
That's Jamaica, right? You think I'm stupid, bro?
Russia.
Damn, kind of like Brazil. I graduated from Harvard, though, bro, so that's easy.
Okay.
I graduated from Harvard, bro. That's easy. Right.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they
everywhere
should,
like such as
our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Huh?
What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Ooh,
my time to shine. Let's go. Okay, so I'm an American, but I was born overseas and grew up overseas, even though both my parents are American and they were both born here. I lived in the Middle East for 7 years, from elementary school to high school. And when I was living in Cairo, Egypt, all of my American friends just like assumed that I took a camel to school, that I got on a camel and rode a camel to school every day. They thought that was my mode of transportation. I was like, no, Cairo.
That's the equivalent of when you see Americans say Canadians ride dog sleds to school. Like, oh, what type of transportation do you guys have up there? Do you guys have cars? Do you guys have cars? You don't have cars yet, do you? No, yeah. Dog sleds, right? That's smart. And how are the igloos? Igloos are pretty good. Yeah, nice little igloos that you guys are living in. Sounds pretty cozy actually. Living in the igloo. Gotta say.
It was a major city. I take a cab to school. Most of my friends have drivers. Also, we have school buses. To which they responded, well, you obviously don't get your braces done in Cairo, because I had braces at the time. And I was
There's
like,
no dentists
yeah, they have orthodontists in countries
yeah.
that aren't America. What? The U.S. education system. Boy, oh boy.
What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
We all know that dentistry was famously invented in the United States.
5 тупих питань, які мені задавали американці. Чи продається в Україні Пепсі, Кока-Кола і так далі? Ні.
All right, I want to know what you're saying there, darling, but I don't know. I think it's Russian. So, next.
I'm addicted and I just can't get enough.
Stupid American jokes have already started in the hostel. Okay.
Just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. I just can't.
I'm addicted and
Like, I don't want to be American either, please. I just say that I'm Canadian whenever I'm abroad because of this. It's so embarrassing when they ask where you're from. And it's worse when I have to say Texas in addition to the US. Do you own a gun? Are you okay? I get it all the time. The worst is when I don't want to talk about America or other politics. Like I'm out of the country for a reason. Ugh. Alright, fair enough. You do have to feel somewhat sympathetic to just normal, level-headed Americans who aren't incredibly obnoxious or arrogant. Because, unfortunately, it's guilty by association, man. At least for these videos, it is.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So freshman year, I met this guy. Hey, buddy, where you from? I'm from France, bro. How long was the drive from there?
Yeah, just listen. You have to treat this type of American as a small child. You can't assume they know geography. And just humor them. There's no point in correcting them. In one ear, out the other. So just let it go, you know. You could drive across the ocean if you had one of those boats that look like cars. Maybe you could drive across the Atlantic. Just look out for the icebergs.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
I'm from Niagara Falls, and at least 5 times a night at my restaurant job, an American would ask me when we turn off Niagara Falls. When do we turn it off? I told them 10 p.m. every night.
Like, somebody can't seriously ask that question, can they? Have they looked at Niagara Falls? How much water is coming over there? It's a copious amount of water. It's huge amount of water. Who asks these type of questions? What type of level of education does this type of person have? What's going through their brain? Can you turn off the Niagara Falls? Craziest thing about Niagara Falls, last time I was there, I saw a story about a dude who went over the falls, and people, like there's numerous people that have done this actually, over the falls in a barrel, or like a barrel-like object, and survived. Wild, eh? Things people do to get a little spike of adrenaline these days, huh? Yeah.
This is not an attempt to ban TikTok. It's an attempt to make TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe. A winner. A winner.
Mr. Chow, if I...
Tic Tac no.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Okay, so I'm from Indiana. I'm from the Midwest. Temporarily, though, I used to live in Los Angeles before moving out to the East Coast. So one day I was in LA and I was like, okay, like I want to change banks. I no longer wanted to be with the bank I was currently with. So I go in and I went to the teller and I was like, hey, I just want to close my account if that's okay. They're like, yeah, no problem. And I go, perfect. They're like, can we see your ID? I said, yeah. Hand them my ID, and they're like, I'm so sorry, like, do you have a United States ID? That's just what we're gonna need to go ahead and confirm. I said, that is my Indiana ID. This is my driver's license. I'm from Indiana. And they said, no, I'm so sorry, but this is not a United States ID. Do you have any other form of ID? They're like, this says Indiana. I go, I know. Indiana is a state. I'm from Indiana. And they said, no, I need to see a United States ID. And I was just like... I'm sorry. What is our education system?
I'm kind of curious.
I feel like this top comment might apply. Why do I feel like she got Indiana confused with India? Wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't put it past them.
Americans don't speak English perfectly. Let me show you. Could you please make me food? Can you make me something?
Why does she speak like an AI? She speaks like very robotically. But let's see what she's on about here.
Americans don't speak English perfectly. Let me show you. Could you please make me food? Can you make me something to eat? I'm going to let you convince me. I'm going to give in. I'm going to quickly make some mashed potatoes. I'll whip up some mashed potatoes. Americans don't speak English perfectly. Let me show you. Could you please make me food? Can you make me something to eat?
What?
This is why you can't understand American English speakers. Instead of saying that someone is mad at you and not talking to you, American English speakers will say, he gave me the cold shoulder. Instead of telling someone to update you on new information, we say, keep me posted. And
what's her point? All countries have this.
This is why you can't understand American English.
All countries use regional slang, phrases, idioms, colloquialisms. Wow, I struggled with that word. Colloquialisms. Regional colloquialisms, like different sayings, like this. All countries do this. That's part of the fun of languages and culture. So I don't really understand what the point is. But yeah, anyways.
5 most confusing American phrases for international students, part 2. First one is, how you doing? How are you? When Americans say this, they don't actually mean how you doing, or it's not anything about your mood or health.
It's just a stupid, like, social lubricant to avoid awkwardness, essentially, I would say.
Actually expect an answer. Second one is feeling under the weather, which apparently...
Like in Australia, say, how you going? Catch you later.
Means feeling sick or less than healthy. Next one is, that's a bummer. This is related to the word bum, which means an unpleasant situation. So if you tell your friend, oh, I broke my computer, your friend can come and say, oh, that's a bummer. Meaning, that's bad. What an unpleasant situation. Fourth one is, I don't give a rat's ass, which is a very colloquial way of saying I don't care. And the last phrase is, call it a day. If somebody says, I'm gonna call it a day after finishing this work, it means they're gonna finish the day, they're gonna go relax. I'm actually gonna call it a day after this video. Make sure you follow me for more tips like this.
Yeah, these are just like interesting little things about language and culture and the way that people communicate in different countries, different regions, and when you move to a different region or a different country, that would be part of the fun, I would imagine, kind of just learning those different things. Because every country, every region is going to have their own little sayings and things. Some of them are more widespread, some of them are more localized, but it's interesting. I always think of one funny thing that somebody said to me one day, a friend of mine, because I was leaving for the night, and I was like, have a good one. All right, we'll see you next time. Have a good one. They're like, have a good what? Have a good what? Have a good night, have a good day, have a good morning. Just have a good one. Have a good drink. Whatever just whatever you want. Have a good one.
Here are top American phrases that sound confusing to international students when they hear it for the first time. First phrase is I'ma. The I'ma is a contraction of I am gonna, which is a contraction of I am going to. I hear it all the time.
I'm gonna get you.
When somebody speaks really fast. It used to confuse me for the first time when I visited US. For example, somebody can say, I'ma pick up my brother from school. I'ma do some homework. I'ma get something to eat. So I'ma is just really a shorter version of I am going to, I'm gonna. You use it when you're about to do something, like you talk about the future. Second phrase, what are you up to? And this is just a really fast way of saying, what are you up to? That really means like, what's going on in your life? What have you been doing? What are you up to? When somebody asks, what are you up to? You can tell them, nothing, I'm just doing homework. Or you can say, I have been filming YouTube videos. Follow me for more tips like...
Where people will say, oh, so what's new? What's new with you? Oh, so what's new with you, man? Oh yeah. Things going good? Oh yeah, great. Yeah. Weather's been fantastic. Weather's been great actually. It's been amazing. Yeah. Sun's just shining. We're in the trails, we're walking, we're just having a beautiful time. It's amazing, yeah. How about yourself? Yeah.
Period or period. You may have heard this in a sentence or after a statement. What this means is basically after somebody has said something, that's it.
Right, like the exclamatory, that is the way it's gonna go today. Period. It's my way or the highway. Period. This can go the easy way or this can go the hard way. Period.
It emphasizes that there's nothing more that needs to be added to this statement. That's it. It's definite. This is the best donut I have ever had. It slaps.
Next.
I'm going to say a bad word.
It's all just like language ones. What happened to my humorously...
Gen Z slang for the millennials.
I understand.
I get it.
I agree.
Oh, it's all slang videos now.
Do you know these American slang?
All right. I think that's good enough then. We saw some TikToks. We laughed. We had a good chuckle. Hope everyone's doing fantastic, like I said. Let me know your thoughts down below. Appreciate seeing comments, seeing the engagement. It's nice. It's nice. There's definitely some funny videos in there today of American kind of willful ignorance, I would say. And I think the number one thing that rubs people the wrong way is that, that's a funny phrase, right? It rubs people the wrong way. Why are people getting rubbed anyways? It doesn't even make sense. I think where people take an issue, because ignorance is fine. It's not necessarily even a sign of a lack of intelligence. It's more so an arrogance, a hubris, a lack of self-reflection. Because you can be ignorant, but the difference is a wise person who might be a little ignorant on a certain subject. They're wise because they're open to learning new things, and they're open to being told and given a different perspective or a different explanation, a different opinion, and they're able to take all of that information and then form new opinions instead of just staying rigid and stuck in whatever potentially ignorant thing that they thought they knew. Anyways, my 2 cents on that. All right, we'll see you all in the next one.